is Anthony Edwards the young American face that the league has been looking for quite some time now? It feels that with John Morant and his
I don't.
situation going how it went, it feels like they've been trying to move off of him as quickly as possible. Jason Tatum just hasn't stuck in terms of just being a face to the general public. We know he's a good player, but people haven't really gravitated towards him. It feels like if there's any young American guy that can take the mantle of being the face, Anthony Edwards has pushed himself into that territory. I just want to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, as of right now, it's still because he's active. It's still LeBron James. As of, but I mean, if you're saying young, up and coming, who to take over for LeBron, it may have to be AE. It may have to be Ant. Yeah, absolutely. If it will take over, but um, we still it matters though. It matters though if Ant can get the ring. If Ant can get the ring, that would definitely boost his chances to being that guy once LeBron step away from the court.
D, what you thinking,
I
bro?
think that I think that's tough because if we're saying the American face of the league, then yeah. But if we're saying the overall face of the league, that's tough, dude. Because 3 MVPs in a matter of 4 years, you can't beat that. Ain't nobody really been doing that but Bron. If this man would have won another ring, it would have been undisputed. Jokic would have been the face of the league. I like what Ace said. I think he got to win a chip to at least be, considered. I'm sorry, bro. Like that, that series against the Nuggets, that was a great series. That series could have went either way. Denver just choked. They lost. They blew a 20-point lead. The the Timberwolves, they won it. Let's be frank. Like if they would have won that series, they would have been a favorite to win anyway. What I'm saying? Despite Boston going, they would have been a favorite. But I, number 15 in Denver, man, that man, he still got, he's still considered, what I'm saying? But he right down his coattail. Now I feel like if Ant wins a ring this year, let's say this year, because it could possibly happen. If he wins a ring this year, then it's probably gonna be neck and neck right here. You get what I'm saying? For him to be 22, going on 23, and you win a ring, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't even in MVP conversation yet. Let's not even forget that. He ain't even in MVP conversation yet. And he's already talking about being face. He will be next year, but like he ain't even in that yet, and he's still being considered as the face of the league. So just think about like the ceiling that he has and how far he has to go. And like he ain't even. I feel like he ain't even starting yet.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? He's being so.
and to that point, when I say American face and the actual face of the league is two different things. If I was saying
Okay.
the face of the league, it would still be LeBron James because nobody else has become. If nobody else is nearly as marketable and nearly as in out in front of the league than LeBron James. Giannis doesn't. Giannis hasn't. It hasn't stuck with Giannis. Joker doesn't want it. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know if
don't want
anybody's peeped that. He don't even want that. And Joel, I mean, who else could even really be in a conversation
It's
because the only guys that
supposed
have
to
won
be
chips and won
job.
MVPs,
It was supposed to be in job. It was
it could
there.
have been.
He was
it
But
was
supposed.
supposed to be a lot of people though. I think it should have
Yeah.
been a job, and it damn sure was supposed to be Luca at one point. Luca had this shit in the wind at one
and
point,
see,
and he and
I think Lucas still has a great chance to be the face because I think Lucas' game for one is a lot more. It's a lot more appeasing to the eyes. Like look, you call it say what you want. Giannis's game ain't really moving nobody because if you're just getting a running start from the 3 point line all the way to the rack, that's not really a game that people want to just necessarily watch night in night out. Joker, his game is like an old man, old man on the basketball court type of game. It's saying back you down, boom, like nice pass behind the back, over the head type stuff. Like it's a great game, trust and believe. It's irritating as hell to try to stop, but it's not necessarily an appeasing game to watch. Luca, on the other hand, Luca has a game that everybody would probably want to see. You know what I'm saying? A style. One, he's a forward. So that plays. I think that plays a difference because it feels like to me, if you're not as a big, you got to be like uber athletic, and the game has to be overall just amazing. Like a Victor Wembanyama at a point when he gets to that stage, his game easily takes over the face of the league conversation because he also has a outside game. He's not just a 7'5" guy that only relies on being 7'5". You know, in terms of Luka's game similar to like a James Harden. This is a guy that can score ISO. You know what I'm saying? 3 point. You know, obviously can score from range. You know what I'm saying? Has a different has different bags he can get into in order to be able to score. And I think he has a likability factor. I think that extends out, and the game itself warrants people to actually come and watch. So Luka, as far as like overall guys, is a guy that I still would love to see be the face of the league, and why it's really important for him right now to make that push. Even though I don't think they have a team that can really win a championship as currently constructed. Anthony Edwards, easily the best young American guy, but I think for a lot of reasons that are outside of basketball. I think there's a likability factor that he has that at a point we started to see Ja lose after about year two. And he started losing that likability factor for some odd reason. And now, you have a signature playoff moment, which to this point, Ja Morant hasn't truly had. There isn't a series we can point to Ja Morant and say this was the Ja Morant coming out party. Now he's been overall great in the regular season, and he's had good playoff runs, but he doesn't have a signature playoff. He doesn't have a signature playoff win. I mean, you've played Golden State, you've lost. You played Los Angeles Lakers, you lost. These could have been two series where, if you really want to stake your claim, that's a great series to win if you're trying to put yourself into a different type of territory. But I do think people are quickly forgetting that Ja Morant ain't out of this conversation either. Like while he's down in it, I think Anthony Edwards is up on him. Ja Morant is very much in this conversation, and come next year, I can't wait till we start to see the Anthony Edwards Ja Morant conversation start to happen on the court.
Because I feel like it was happening, and a lot of people don't say it was happening before he got into his situation. That was kind of like the new rivalry. You know what I'm saying? And both of them have like a mutual respect for each other. So I remember not too long ago, I would look up YouTube videos of them two going head to head, and seeing them two, as fierce as they are, especially with Ja, you know what I'm saying, being from South Carolina, bro, that kind of just warms you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got one of our own, well, two of our own, the other big nigga, the other big dude stay healthy. So I mean, like, big dude stay healthy, man. But I mean, it just I feel like it's just give it time. Plus, he was hurt this year, so he got another year. You know what I'm saying? Another year to come in, and Memphis is going to be great. You know what I'm saying? Side note, big up to GG, all rookie second team. You know what I'm saying? So big up to my boy. But yeah, man, like, only time I'm gonna tell with that, man, if he comes back, if come back the way he was, and he'll perfectly healthy, that's gonna be interesting. Both of them in the West too, so that's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I was about to say, just add on to that. I think Grizzlies really gonna be that sleeper team, and Ja and Ant-Man, them two guys, man. I think they really gonna be once Ja gets settled back in, and I think that's the only way to get people to forgive Ja is just wins, especially in the city of Memphis. Memphis definitely gonna be backing them up. Just get them wins, dog. Just what I'm saying. Get the wins, get the rings, and you'll definitely be back the conversation of being that guy in the NBA once again. But if Ant get it first, though, it's gonna be tough for Ja. Ja gotta play catch up then.